Hi, everybody. It is Eamon here with another episode of Pat Monk Presents. Joining us today, all the way from Greece and the UK, we have Manos, who's the co-founder of Mentionlytics. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Thank you, Eamon. Great to have me here. I'm happy to be here.
No problem. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And those who are maybe not familiar with Mentionlytics, maybe give us a quick rundown or a quick overview. Tell us a little bit about the company and how you help different companies and people and so on.
Sure. Thank you. So we started Mentionlytics back in 2017, and our purpose is to create a social media monitoring tool that's very easy to use and to expand this market to even greater audiences, because we thought it would be very important to be able to get your mentions whenever someone mentions something about your brand, your company, your product in different channels like social media or the web or the news. Into a single platform that you can see all your reputation on a dashboard and compare it to your competitors. So that's the main functionality of our platform.
Fantastic. And with this, what kind of industries do you find yourself helping or expanding into?
Yeah, so we're working a lot with marketing and PR agencies, which they use the platform for their clients. Usually, that's most of our clients. It's the PR agencies that act as middlemen between us and the final clients. So the final clients could be financial institutions, software companies, and virtually any kind of company that has some substantial online presence in any way. It's being talked about. So that's our clients. It's not only the marketing agencies, though. Sometimes the companies themselves use the platform to get direct access to their mentions and their reputation.
Fantastic. And with this, what kind of different channels do you use to get the word out? I mean, is it Google? Is it LinkedIn? Is it SEO? I mean, what seems to be working well for you at the moment?
Yeah, I think from what I see in the statistics, the best thing is organic. So we do a lot of content through our blog. It's something that we've been doing for quite a while, ever since we started. And it works quite well. So it drives quite a lot of traffic to our website that then they have the opportunity to have a trial with our product for free, and then we can go into conversions. So that's one important channel. Although we are running other channels as well, like Google Ads and social ads and everything, but I think organic and content works best. And the second best working is word of mouth, which is very nice. And it means that we are being talked about in the industry. And actually, from a question we have when you sign up, like it's the same amount of organic and word of mouth. So that's very nice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like if you have a happy customer that refers you to a friend or another business owner, that's the best. That's the best advertising ever. So, like you're saying, like when people go to the website, maybe they can start a free trial. But I mean, how important is the website at taking those visitors that come from maybe Google or word of mouth, or how important is the website at turning them maybe into future customers?
Well, for sure, it's very important because it's what they see, and the first glance through your company, so they can judge from the website the size of your company, the commitment, and even like from your content, they can see use cases and stuff, and it's very important. To have a very clear website with lots of content.
Yeah, it definitely is. And kind of switching gears a little bit and talking more about you, Mano, as the co-founder of the company. I mean, what keeps you busy on a day-to-day basis?
Well, as a startup, a lot of things keep you busy and very different things all the time. So from my technical background, I'm mostly on the product side, so I'm the head of product. So it's very important for me to have always to have the product to be the best out there. That's why we never stop releasing new updates and adding new things to it. That's our idea, even when we started, to listen to our clients, add new features all the time, and never rest on that part. So that's how we build our product, more or less. We did a very basic product when we launched, but it gradually became very feature packed, but the features were based on the user feedback. So that's something I'm very proud of, to have a very good user experience. And if you see our on review sites, we have an excellent score on that. And I believe this is because we were very keen on listening to our users and improving our product based on their feedback.
Great. It's very important to listen to listen to your clients, because they can give you so much information to make your product better or to get more clients. And also, I mean, with what you're working on at the moment, what is the one thing that the company is focused on, maybe to achieving, the next year, next 5 years? Like, where's your focus going at the moment?
Well, I guess, with all the AI thing that's going on, I guess it's one of the areas we've been focusing on that in the past. So we use a lot of AI in our platform, like for sentiment analysis and for getting some insights about the mentions. So we're going to expand on that for sure. And we are trialing things and testing things out to make it even better to analyze your mentions with artificial intelligence.
Perfect. And with this is a question I love to ask, especially when you're the co-founder. I mean, if you could go back to, I believe, 2017, if you could go back to the very start again, your first day, your first week, your first month, your first year, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently, or what advice would you give yourself?
I think the advice I would give myself is to start your content before you launch your product. There's no reason to wait for that. That's something we did, and I think that's a very common mistake, to just wait for the launch of the product to launch your website and stuff. I think even if you start your product a year before that, which we did, you can launch your website right there, start creating content, because SEO and content marketing takes a lot of time to catch up. So having a head start like 6 months before or 1 year before, I think it makes a lot of sense.
There we go. That's a good one. That's a good tip. So I'm sure a lot of our listeners will apply that. If you're ever founding something new, and it's like, yeah, it's so key. It can take 6 to 12 months. So, don't wait until everything's just right. Get out there, start promoting straight away. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast today, Manos. I want to give you the last word. I mean, if everybody listening in forgot everything that we're just speaking about, if there's one thing that you wanted to leave them with, one thing to remember about Mentionlytics, what would that be?
Well, the one thing is that it's crucial to keep monitoring your online presence now, I think. So you should be using a tool like this. If it's not Mentionlytics, it could be something else. But Mentionlytics is, I think, a very good choice. As I said, because of the UX, of the interface. It's very easy to use this particular platform. It's quite different from others that are a bit more complex. So yeah, you can give it a try. It's free. And I'm sure you'll find interesting things. Even if you don't buy it, for the free trial, you'll get data that's be interesting to your company.
Perfect. So if people want to find out a little bit more, it's just mentionlytics.com. That's exactly where they can find you guys. So I really appreciate taking the time today. I know as a co-founder, you have lots of things that you could be doing. So I'm sure our community are very grateful. So that is it. So from myself and Manos, I really appreciate that. And looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Pat Monk Presents. So all the best and bye-bye.
Goodbye.